All right.
Yo, 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 we are back. Waffle and grits, hit the song. Oh, my bad. Okay, I don't have that kind of power yet. We're back, baby. Yes, indeedy. Wait, don't be huffing and puffing.
I huff if
Okay?
I want to. Don't tell
Oh,
me what to
don't
do.
be huffing and puffing at my intro. All right?
Mind
I'm
your
working hard
business.
out here. Jesus Christ. Anyways, welcome to Waffle and Grits, episode 23. Unfortunately, we do not have one of our members tonight, sadly, unfortunately, but that's okay. It's okay. We're going to keep pushing. Ruby will be back, but in Ruby's place, we have a special guest. I want y'all to give it up for Jericho. Now, clap it up. Clap it up for your boy.
Yes, 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 yes. What it do, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight?
They're surviving out here in these streets, man. The only way they know how.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
Yes, indeedy, man. So yeah, so first and foremost, man, listen. I want to let you guys know, like our special guest, he's an artist. You know, he's a rapper, I believe. Are you a rapper, or would you consider yourself something else?
I would consider myself a rapper when it's all said and done.
Okay, okay. In the words of Childish Gambino, I'm just a rapper.
That's
Um,
right.
so yeah, man, we got a pretty good show for you guys. We're going to be interviewing Mr. Jericho. Okay, and we're going to cover some other current events that are going on as well. So sit back, buckle up, grab you a bagel or some warm milk, and get comfortable. We're going to jump right into it. Anyways, again, if you have any questions about what happened to Ruby, right now she's
Living
basically
her
there's been
best
a
life.
That's right.
I mean, I guess so. I guess so. She's just, there's a source wall fracture that she's sealing up.
Oh my
She's going to
God.
be gone for the next couple of weeks because it's actually I think it takes a while because she's about a couple billion light years away at the source
Oh,
wall,
Jesus.
and there's
Please get him.
there's a fracture, and she's working the best she can to kind of make sure that's. Listen, she's working for us. She's making sure that we're good here, okay, to do
I
our
wish her a
job.
safe return.
All right, and we are off. So let me say this. Let me just jump right. First of all, well, you know what? I can't do that.
Yo, it's your pod, bro. You can do
Yeah,
whatever you want, man.
I can't do it. First and foremost, Aisha,
Hmm.
how are you doing?
I am fine. Thank you for
You sure?
asking. I'm
I'm
good.
glad to hear that. The life treating you okay?
It's doing pretty okay. It's okay. Thank
Okay,
you. Thank you.
okay, okay, good. You listen, just between me and you know I need you, right?
I don't need you, but that's okay.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Don't make me laugh. I can't do the routine when I'm laughing. Anyways, it's good to have you. I'm happy that we're all here today, and we're gonna jump right in. I gotta, bother Aisha before I get started. The chat know how it goes. That's that know what we. Anyways, without further ado, we got Jericho. Let me ask you a question, Jericho. First of all, how did you choose your artist name? Where did Jericho come
Uh,
from?
well, actually, it was given to me by
By
the
who?
person that taught me how to rap. His name is Will
Oh,
Crown.
oh, Oh, really?
Yeah, he gave it
Oh,
to me.
I thought it was Oscar the Otter. I was what?
Oh my
So
God.
wait, don't listen. You gotta relax with your
I'm
ad
focusing
libs.
on my phone. I'm just gonna mind my business. I'm gonna be over here.
You gotta stop with the ad libs.
You don't tell me
Okay.
what to do. I already told you this. I do what I want. And you're gonna come over here talking about Oscar the Otter.
I think that's what we're gonna change it to for the documentary. It does sound a lot better.
Oh my gosh. Go
Brother
ahead. Go
Aisha
to your
Moore.
next. Let's go
Oh,
mind my
I think we get
business.
is Ruby. I thought you were working on the source wall. That's what I told everybody. Anyways, yeah. So I'm sorry about that, chat. My bad. So it was Will Crown. I see. I confused because there's a guy that looks like just like Will Crown that also looks like Oscar the Otter, and Oscar the
I
Otter
don't
is
know
a
how to
me.
take that.
I wouldn't take it
Yeah.
lightly.
I,
Sound
if
disrespectful.
I yeah, if I was Will Crown, I don't know how I would like to be compared to an otter named Oscar.
But his like, bro. Yeah, yeah. Listen, I don't know much about Will Crown, but I know a little about Will Crown. And Will Crown's rapping is I'm not saying he stole his bike, but everybody excuse me, everybody, pulls from something. And the vibe that I've heard from Will Crown comes from Oscar the Otter.
Who is Oscar the Otter?
You already, you
So,
opened the can of worms.
No,
so,
because
so,
he bringing this. Let me, because he's about to work on my nerve.
oh my goodness. So, okay, listen. Oscar the Otter is probably he was a part of he started off as a part of a band, and it was, oh man, it was like oh, I can't remember. This is years ago. You gotta forget my memory. But I think he was on Fraggle Rock or something like that.
I should have
So,
known.
something along those lines. But
Why am I
but
not
regardless, listen,
surprised?
this show's not about Oscar the Otter. It's about Jericho. Okay, got to make it back on Jericho. So with that being said, so Jericho, tell us where are you from, and how did your environment shape your sound, if you will.
Ooh, man. Coming out of Tallahassee, Florida.
Tallahassee,
You
that's
know,
what they call it. That's what I heard.
that's right. Tallahassee, man. Tallahassee.
Oh man.
850.
Okay.
The great 850.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Down the
850.
street from T-Pain. Down the street from
Oh,
T-Pain.
yeah. T Town, T Pang, home of the T Bizzle with
Yep.
the products shizzle.
Shit.
Okay.
How my sound was molded, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say poverty, bro. You know,
Poverty. Damn. Is that how it
poverty,
all
man.
starts?
You got
Aisha,
It's how it
why?
always starts, bro. It builds character. And the character built me into his Jericho, man. You gotta hustle, make shit happen, try to survive, and then you just use your music to explain it.
So, and Aisha, let me ask. So, correct me if I'm wrong. It seems like being broke, fucked up, and basically partly deranged is how people get the fuel to be able to put out, music.
So
You
what
know.
happened to you? Why didn't you? Because the deranged part is you.
Wait a minute. Hold up. I didn't come up in poverty. Okay. I
I
grew
didn't
up
say poverty.
in a.
I went straight to deranged. I skipped poverty. I went straight to deranged.
What you mean? Well, I mean, my derangement comes from a place of love and
Mm-hmm.
endearment. You know, my derangement has saved lives and have
Okay.
put people in positions
Mm-hmm.
that. Why you eating like that?
I'm just letting you talk your story. I'm letting you let
Okay,
you
yeah.
tell your little. Mm-hmm.
I was making sure you believe me. Okay.
I'm
Anyways,
gonna remain
so
quiet.
let's go back to an environment aspect of things. So when it comes to the environment,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
um, you said that you grew up in poverty, and the chaos, the mass chaos, confusion, and debauchery that took place. That I'm assuming, Jericho, in the poverty-stricken area that you were raised in. Are you saying that that's what influenced you to kind of pick up the mic? And when you picked up the mic, what about that type of degeneracy, uh, like helped you solidify the lyrics for your art?
I think it was just explaining everything I went through. I didn't try to be wild and crazy and boisterous. I just kind of kept it true to myself. Even my first EP was called Nerd at the Cool Table because
Mm,
I didn't try to be anything different. I knew I was a nerdy kid and I knew I had bars, so I kind of
hmm
stuck with it.
Well,
And
Nerd at the Cool Table was a classic, by the way.
I thank
I do
you.
have a copy of Nerd at the Cool Table, so that is actual classic. Guys, listen, Chad, if you get a chance, go out there and check out Nerd at the Cool Table. Where can they find that? Find that, Jericho.
They can find Nerd the Cool Table on SoundCloud, and it should still be on streaming services as well.
Okay, good. Ice, you have any questions you want to ask them before I move on?
Not at this time, but I'm coming up with some. I'm coming up with some.
Okay, I got you. I'll take care of it. But yeah, so it's fascinating, man, because people have, there's definitely a stigma to to the 850, when it comes to the type of music. Again, T Pain being one of the bigger ones that kind of made it out of T Town. Now he's
Mhm.
selling waffles on stream or something like that. But
I know, Aisha.
okay,
You just gonna
let me
leave the
just
Tallahassee hero alone.
Mhm.
Listen, I love T Pizzle. Okay, T Pizzle's
You
my
don't
guy.
sound like that. You just don't sound like you're just a horrible representation of the city.
Wow, that is crazy. Chat, do you hear this?
Chat,
Do
you
you
hear
hear
it. Look at how he just disrespecting
Wow.
the T-Pain world, the
T-Pain
T-Pain
You
say
life,
he's
the
making
you
city.
more
said that
money.
our hero, bro, is selling waffles.
Exactly.
What the?
Our
Wait a minute. Wait a
hero,
minute.
the
Hold on.
hero.
Wait a minute. I'm just listen. First and foremost, I don't think the man. At least he's not selling heroin. Y'all act like I said the man selling heroin.
You
I said he's
disrespecting, but
selling.
he's selling waffles. That man is out there making millions, playing
Wait a minute.
GTA. You tell me that
Uh,
man sells
I am
waffles.
so sorry. I mean, did I get that wrong? Yeah, did I get that wrong? Am I tripping?
Yes,
I thought that he was
Light
selling
years,
waffles
bro.
on his.
Light years,
you
bro.
stay tripping.
Jeez, yo, chat, y'all gotta forgive me. I'm sorry. I gotta fire my publicist because this is crazy. Some of the information that I'm getting is wild here. It says that it says he does streaming. He sells waffles on his stream, and he helps people with their relationships and raises them up. This is what this said on my. Okay, I gotta get this out of here. This is. I mean, wait, is that all that's wrong? Says he
Oh,
sells waffles, he helps people relationships on his podcast, and he raises them up.
Can I mute him?
I
I think you be missing the waffle to your grits if you muted him.
Are we
I don't
sure?
understand. I don't understand. Why do you have a problem with this? If the information's wrong, I've just been given bad information. We can fix that with the right information. I mean, if you have the right information, could you please tell the world, tell our audience
No,
what I'm getting wrong?
you just live in your delusions. Go ahead, continue.
But it's not fair for the audience.
The audience is used to you at this point.
Let's audience forgive me. So Jericho, please forgive me. Moving on. Let me ask you this. So when did music change from something you enjoyed into something that you seriously wanted to pursue?
Oof. To be honest, I don't think it took too long after I started because I started in a group called Survive by This,
Mm-hmm.
and it was me, Willie Crown, and it was Paul, but at the time he was Mossberg P.
Whoa. Hold up. Pause there.
Excuse
Mossberg
me,
P.
what?
Exactly. I said
Mossberg P.
Mossberg P. Talking about the stuff that grows in the bottom of logs?
What?
You said mossy.
You saying moss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You said moss.
Moss.
Yeah.
Mossberg.
Yeah, that grows in the bottom of logs, bro.
Okay, what's a Mossberg, and where did he come up with that name?
Is he a guy that likes the woods? Is he like someone that likes like going out camping or something like that? Mossberg?
No.
I mean,
Mo-
we lost you.
Yep, we lost you.
We're having technical. Please forgive us. We're having technical
Can you-
difficulties. We lost. We hear
I'm
you
back?
now. We hear you.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
So what were you saying?
Mossberg, like the shotgun.
Oh, I wouldn't know that.
Oh, shot. Oh, okay. Wait.
No.
So wait. So he's a weaponsmith.
Something like that. More of a
Okay.
wordsmith.
Wordsmith. Okay. Got you.
Let me look this up because y'all know I don't be knowing nothing about all that.
Okay, it's all right. We gonna learn. We gonna learn on this pod today.
I sure
So
was trying
it
to
was-
figure out what kind of name was that. Okay, I see it.
So it was you. It was you, the protege of Oscar the Otter and the shotgun dude, Mossberg P. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you said the group was called Survive by This.
SBT.
SBT. That's actually pretty catchy. Actually, Jericho.
It
Pretty
is.
catchy. Survive by this. That means when you say survive by this, you mean survive by rap, right? By rapping,
Yeah, by music.
by music. Okay.
So now I got what SBT stands for with your
Okay.
gamer tag and all that stuff.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay. That's really clever. So who was the one that came up with that? Was that the shotgun dude or Oscar the Otter's protege, Will Crown?
It was definitely the protege.
Okay. That
William
he
Crown.
said he gave you your name and he came up with the group name.
Yeah, he had the group name since he was in high school.
I gotta interview this guy. This guy seems incredible. I gotta
He
get
is
him on the
incredible.
pod. Yeah, let's see what we can do to get this guy. You said it's Will Crown.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
embarrass me by calling him
and
Oscar either.
I'm about to say, and be sure to call him and protege of an otter while you're at it.
I'm
Oh well,
I'm
I'm
sick
gonna put
that
him on
day.
game. I'm gonna put him on game because if he don't know who Oscar the Otter is and he's supposed to be this legendary rapper, he's listen. There's something crucially missing because he sounds just like him, and it's a compliment. It's a compliment because that's a bad boy.
Oscar the Otter. Ain't no such thing as no Oscar. I see Oscar
Oh,
the
wait.
Grouch.
No, okay, sorry. Look up Emmett Otter. I'm sorry. I mean, I got it wrong. I think it's
Yeah,
Emmett
that's
Otter.
what I thought because it's Oscar the Grouch and Emmett Otter.
Emmett Otter. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Chad. It's Emmett Otter, not Oscar the Otter. Emmett Otter, the rapper. But anyways, so
let me move on to a question because I'm about sick of you.
my apologies. My apologies, my queen. Please continue.
All right, so when you're making music, what usually comes first for you? The beat, the lyrics, or the central idea?
um, Definitely the beat. Usually, I listen to a beat and I imagine like a scene, and wherever that scene decides to take me, I just rap about that. So it's depending on where the beat is, if it's gonna be like melancholy or love or like a sad song, happy song, whatever I see when I'm listening to the beat, that's what it's gonna be about.
Okay, I like that.
So how do you so when it comes to the beats, like do you when you're writing music, are there like beats from particular songs that you think about when you're writing music, or does like your own beat of what you're writing come in your head and you kind of write to the beat in your head? How does that creative process work?
Actually, I wish I like made my own beats and stuff, so then I would
Okay.
have that whole aspect, but I don't. So usually, I have a few producers that I work with, and they'll send me monthly, just send me like beats, and I'll go through them and see if there's anything that fits me, and if it fits me, I write to it, and then usually I'll send it over them, see what they think and stuff, and then if everything works out, we move forward and buy the license and get it out there.
So, well, Miss Aisha, do you have another question or follow up?
Let me see.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
while
so
you're
with that, what would be your most proudest song that you have ever written,
Ooh,
and the hardest obstacle with that?
dang. So that's hard. So from an artist perspective, it's kind of hard to ask an artist what their
Mm-hmm.
favorite song is because most of the time it's usually the next one.
Okay.
Because when we make a song, we get super excited about that song, and that song is just the shit until we make the next one, and then we're on that. So it's like favorite songs. I don't really have a lot of favorite songs. I have songs that I've written. I'm like, oh my god, I really love that hook that I wrote, or I love how I did that.
Mm-hmm.
I have those, but like an all time favorite, that's really hard because I've been rapping for 17 years, so it's really hard for me like to find one song that's my actual
17
favorite.
years.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know.
I'll
That's
say
big
you've been
money
doing it for
there.
over a decade.
Over a decade.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, so let me ask you this. So, like, because this kind of moves towards like the sound. Like, do you have a
hmm
particular sound? So, so, what would you say? Who influenced you outside of Emmett Otter's protege? What influenced you early on, and how would you describe the sound you built from those influences? Like, do you like have a sound that you say that you curated as your own that you would describe?
Yeah, I would definitely say maybe a mix of rapping Drake,
Mm-hmm.
Tory Lanez, Joe
Mm,
Budden.
okay, gotta
Um,
pump it up. Okay,
you mix those together, I think that'd be a nice little blend. Maybe people
so
would say J. Cole just because I'm light skinned and if I talk about anything introspective and I got locks, they're gonna say J. Cole, but I wouldn't necessarily say I sound or I try to use J. Cole. I mean, since I've been rapping for so long, I have my own sound, but since I've been listening to a lot of Tory for the past few years, it
Mm-hmm.
definitely has influenced the music I've been making lately.
Interesting. You know, I gotta access. I gotta chat. I gotta access, and I might be about to crash out, or jump out the window, but I gotta do this.
All
Because he
right.
brought it up. He brought it up. He brought it up. Okay. So let me just ask you, Jericho, how do you feel about them locking up, Tory Lanez the way they do? They basically threw away the key. They locked the nigga up forever and threw away the key. So how do you feel about
Oh, he ain't do that shit, man. Yeah, he ain't do that shit.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
You think Meg Thee Stallion is lying?
yes, 1,000%.
Oh,
1,000%.
okay.
Lying her ass
Okay.
off. Yeah.
Sheesh. Yeah. Listen. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. The whole story stinks. The fucking like the court system, how the fucking the evidence that the jury was given to process, like all that shit. None of that shit makes any sense to me. None
Nope.
of it. They
Because it
like
wasn't real.
they locked him. Allegedly, they locked him up, and they couldn't even prove that it was his fingerprints on the goddamn gun. Anyways, I'm sorry. I just when you just brought up, Tory Lanez, like, shout out to Tory, man. Hope you come home to your family. I don't know if you got a family outside of your mom and dad, but if you do, Godspeed to your family, my brother. Shout out to Tory Lanez. I know some of y'all in the comment section are gonna be hollering and screaming, Meg Thee Stallion. It is what it is. I don't got no beef with Meg personally. I just feel like, Tory shouldn't be locked the fuck up. Anyways, moving on.
Before
So
you move on, let me do the same thing that you just did, because I feel like we live
okay,
in this kind of world where there's no nuance. No one understands nuance anymore. So
yeah.
like, nah, I ain't got no problem with Meg.
Mhm.
I'm not one of those kind of people that hold a grudge about some people. I have absolutely no clue. I don't know them personally, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't believe he did that shit. And it was just her label that pushed it, because he was getting too big. He was getting way too big, and he didn't want to sign to anybody. He didn't want to give away that power, and you
Mm.
can't have that kind of power without some kind of control. And I mean, Yo Gotti talked about. I'm not gonna get into the whole conspiracy side, but
Oh no,
uh,
get into the conspiracy side, my brother. Put on the tinfoil hat. We can go 10 toes down. I want to hear the shit. So, Aisha, how you feel about it?
Don't get me involved.
Oh, wait a minute.
Don't get me involved on the Megan and Tory lanes.
What you mean?
I'm quiet.
I won't. I won't touch that side. I won't touch that side. But what I will say is, when it comes to like being in the industry,
Mm-hmm.
you can only go so far without certain entities stepping in and taking control. And when Tory came and he dropped his album, he sold 1 million copies in a minute,
Mm-hmm.
and
Without a major label?
without a major label. And
Oh
yeah,
shit.
But
so
he's
when
got
he did
talent. He
that,
has some nice songs. He does have nice songs.
That's
yeah,
crazy. So,
and that's when they reached out to him and tried to get him to sign. And he was like, "Why would I sign?" And he was
ooh,
bragging about it, and that's
ooh,
unfortunately that's when everything
ooh.
started going
Let
down.
me throw this at y'all. Chat, y'all too. Do you think, and then hear me out here. Do you think, because of what you just said, Jericho, do you guys think that Megan the Stallion could have been a plant?
Hush.
Putting it out there, just putting it out there. Do you think she could have been a plant? Do you think that this could have been a setup?
Mm.
Is it possible? As I'm just asking the question, I'm not making an accusation. Make it clear. I don't want Meg coming and suing me. Just asking the question.
Meg just sued him and Jericho. I'm minding my own
What? Hey,
business.
hold on, don't sue
That's
me, nah.
I'm quiet
crazy.
over here.
That's crazy.
Hey, I can't
All
go
right,
down in a lawsuit
listen.
with you.
The lawsuit. Listen, I'm just asking the question. I'm not making accusations. I'm just asking the question. Okay.
Just
All I'm
everything
doing.
you say, just say allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Now you too late. You allegedly was late.
Yeah,
Look.
You allegedly was way late. They gonna get you.
Well,
allegedly.
what's the question? What I'm saying. But
They
think
didn't like
about
your
that.
question. They sue for less out here. They sue for less.
Listen.
Everything is for entertainment, educational purposes only.
I just
Entertainment,
like
educational purposes.
everything that you said, and you talked about, like, there's gatekeepers, because basically, Jericho, what you're saying is there's gatekeepers.
Yes.
There's gatekeepers, okay? And someone that has enough strength or has gained enough strength to be able to bypass the gatekeepers The gatekeepers don't like that. And because they want to continue to be gatekeepers. If Tory Lanez was able to be successful in his endurance and in what he was trying to succeed at, right? If he was able to be successful, then all that's going to say to the other
Look like we
individuals,
lost
average
Jericho.
Joes, okay, we lost Jericho. Hold on, chat. We got a couple of technical difficulties right now. Please bear with us. But while he's doing that, let me say, I mean,
He's back.
because as he's back, okay, we seem to have lost you for a second, Jericho. You there? Okay, he's trying to fix his mic. But like, my thing is that when it comes to like, if Tory Lanez was allowed to be successful in his endeavor, all that would do and all that would say is, hey, you can do it too. Why sign with these big time, labels where they basically put you in debt in the beginning and you got to buy your way out of this shit, and then get the middleman out of there.
Why him and not Chance the Rapper, the first one?
Chance the Rapper no longer exists. Like, nobody cares about Chance the Rapper.
I know now he doesn't, but at the point he wasn't a label.
Well, because I don't think Chance is respect. Listen, shout out to Chance. Respect the Chance the Rapper, but I don't think his ceiling was ever going to be as high as Tory. I think his ceiling was too low. Because again, he was a Christian rapper, and like he was like a rapper that all he talks about is positivity. Like,
you talking about Chance?
Yeah, Chance the Rapper.
That said, a Christian rapper.
Chance was good though. Chance just it's like I said, everybody didn't want to hear that positive shit. As sad as that is.
Yeah, niggas want to hear about death, destruction, chaos, and confusion. That's what sells.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why acid rap did so good, and then when he went positive, that's when kind of things started going down. That's a wild aspect, guys. It's a wild thing, And to touch on that, Jericho, how do you navigate that? Like, because I've listened to your music, and your music doesn't like give off the stench of, chaos, confusion, debauchery, and just degenerateness. It doesn't give that off. I feel like you really tapped into something with your art, and you found the way to navigate without having to play a character or a part. So how did you, avoid those pitfalls? Because I'm pretty sure, listen, Jericho, you could have easily started rapping about bitches, Bentleys, big screen TVs, and breast. You could have rapped about this, and you probably would have popped off, because you know how we feel about that kind of stuff. What prevented you from going down that route? Man, I mean, you set that question up beautifully, and I just felt so bad, like listening to you set it up. I have quite a few debaucherous songs, but
oh shit! Crazy chat.
I didn't want to jump on the pod and lie to the peeps. They be like, oh, let me check out this Jericho, and then somebody clutching their pearls listening to my music.
Yeah, I need to mute him.
Oh my God!
He said that too much with his chest to be so wrong.
That's crazy. I've never done anything. So, anyways, forgive me, chat.
Just lied.
I did not. I had. Okay, so
I got my positive songs. I got my songs to uplift the people, and I got my love songs. But I definitely got my debaucherous songs as well.
Okay, so you're eclectic. You're versatile. You just
exactly
don't keep to one style of rap music. You music very eclectic out here it's something for everybody to be able to listen to.
I mean, because this is how I look at it, and I think when people listen to artists, they kind of get it mixed up because they listen to, like, let's just take a Taylor Swift. Mm-hmm. People will say, okay, Taylor Swift, she raps about like I don't listen to a lot of T Swizzy, so I couldn't really tell you. But
wait, Taylor got bars? Taylor got bars?
I think he's saying in general. A rap artist music.
Just an artist. Yeah, T Swizzy, she was rapping. But anyways,
she did.
The kind of music that she makes, and it's like, oh, she's older now. She shouldn't be making that kind of music anymore. Or a Beyonce. Beyonce's married, and they say she shouldn't be rapping about like, leaving some dude or some dude stuff. But artists can rap about anything, and whatever they rap about is just like an extension of themselves. The people who actually write their own music is an extension of themselves. Because unlike me, I'm married with a kid and I'm happy, but I can rap songs about the times when I wasn't happy, or the times when I was single, or the
Or times
times
you were
when I
getting
was
booted
sad.
down, huh? Someone was booting you down.
Like,
yeah, I remember.
just because I'm not living that life now
I sure
doesn't
was.
mean that I can't share that aspect of myself through music.
That's very well said. Very well said. And God, I didn't even know that, Taylor and Beyonce got down. Like every time I hear about Taylor, she's complaining about some dude that left her. I don't know.
That was in her youthfulness, I guess.
Yeah, she's out here
to
putting out, double entendres and shit. So I respect the craft, listen, before we shut this down, man, we gotta at least have Jared. You gotta do a freestyle for us, bro, before we shut this down, because I got a mean one too, man. I got a mean one. So
where's the mute button?
Whoa! You're not gonna do that to me, okay? You're gonna take this.
Tempt me.
You're gonna take this.
I'm gonna mute you.
Anyways, with that being said, okay, so when you look at Jericho, hip hop, okay, rap, hip hop, I'm not sure how you want to conceive it, but when you look at when you were coming up, when you were getting invested, when you and the double barrel shotgun Mossy guy and the protege of Emmett Otter, Will Crown, much respect. How would you classify where rap was, then to where rap is now?
Oh, from night and day, man. But I stopped being that person, because back when I first started rapping, I used to rap a lot about the state of hip hop, how people don't care about lyrics no more. They don't, blah, 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 and you get back to the old days of the bars and things like that. But as I got older and started growing into it, I realized things are just going to change. And I didn't want to be that person that just is constantly just shitting on the new kids. And, some of these new kids be actually doing their thing. A lot of them are terrible, but some of these kids be doing their thing, and they didn't grow up with the same influences. Like the generation before me that are grown up now doing their things, they're people, they grew up listening to Soulja Boy. They grew up listening to Lil B. They grew up listening to Gucci Mane. That was their Jay-Z. That was their Eminem. That was their, the people that were big in our time.
Lil B, the bass god?
Yeah, Lil B inspired a lot of people.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, a lot of these artists and stuff. Because Lil B was one of the first to do the online thing, with Soulja Boy.
Did Lil B
in the Twitter time?
Didn't they have a Lil B curse? Where Lil B would do some type of like the bass god? Did he put a curse on Kevin Durant by taking some type of narcotic and put a curse on people or players?
As crazy as that sounds, I actually kind of remember something like that.
Yeah. I'm dead serious.
I actually kind of remember. I don't know the details, but I actually kind of remember something like that.
Yeah, chat. Somebody look that up for me, man. But
what's wrong with your hands?
Hey, I'm hosting right now. Okay.
No, you're not.
So here's the thing. So because you said that you used to criticize what I would consider the basically the brain drain. Where it stopped being about, because the thing about when it came to rap, you had to actually be able to rap. So rhythm and poetry, you got to have lyrics, you got to have punchlines and things like that. That's why Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Andre 3 Stacks, Eminem, KRS-One, all those great rappers and things like that. And you don't even have to be on the level of some of these extremely high lyricists. 50 Cent wasn't a lyricist, 50 Cent was just made good music, and so on and so forth. The thing about it is that I think that now they're not even looking to make good music.
Trash.
Yeah, they're not even looking to make good music. I think nowadays it's strictly, let me talk when I listen to the female rappers, all they're talking about is, someone blowing their back out and they're throwing it back on real niggas. Twerking and carrying on,
prostitution, and
yeah. When I hear the male rappers,
trash.
Yeah, when I hear the male rappers, all they're talking about is like them getting like drugged the fucked up. They're on drugs. They're gonna blow somebody's brains the fuck out. Fat booty bitches and things along these. Like there's no storytelling, and maybe because of the fact that I'm not super into, I guess, the mainstream rap like I used to be. Maybe that's why I just kind of miss out on a lot of these like really good storytellers. But like when I hear about like the greatest rappers of today, when I'm being like force fed, like what's the white guy's name? What's his name? He got an award recently. I know they're gonna say, what about Kendrick Lamar? I'm like, and that's the thing. You know what? I don't want to take over this thing, but let me make this clear. Listen, Kendrick Lamar is let me preface my statement by saying this. Kendrick Lamar is a great rapper. He is a great rapper, but he's a big fish in a little pond. He's a big fish in a little pond. Like people gravitate, which lets me know, Jericho, if you will, that people still like lyricism. They still like it because again, K-Dot is popular, obviously. Now maybe he's popular because he went at Drake. It is what it is. But I don't know, but I assume that people like him because he can rap. But to be perfectly honest with you, I like K-Dot is not all that impressive to me, and that's not a shot at K-Dot. I'm just talking about when I think of like great rappers, K-Dot does not he does not kind of meet that threshold for me. What say you, Aisha?
For Kendrick?
Yes.
He's okay. I mean, yeah, he's a great lyricist. I just don't. To be honest with you, I only have one song of his.
Okay.
I find that so funny that you guys said that because I get people I get cussed out by speaking my mind around people when it comes down to Kendrick, man.
I wish they would.
I don't see the hype, and I never have. Kendrick is amazing. I mean, I have to say that, I don't want to sound like a hater. Like Kendrick is dope, but I just feel like for him, I don't blame Kendrick. I blame his label. I think they just like Drake said it best. Like Kendrick be rapping like he's trying to free the slaves, and that shit it sounds forced. And I don't blame him. I think because his label makes him make that kind of music. Just like with Drake, like Drake has to make whatever the label wants him. Like, okay, you're doing dance hall now. Oh yeah, know what? Now you're doing back to rap. Like they tell him what to do. And I think because of that, Kendrick is being forced to rap about, trying to free the slaves, basically. Like they made him that kind of rapper. And to me, I just felt like it's too forced. Like I could never get behind it. I was like, he's good, but he's typecast to me. That's the best way to say it. And yes, like you say, he's a big fish in a small pond. So when he's rapping around people who are trash, of course, Kendrick's going to sound like the best.
Which almost everybody today is trash. So of course he's the best.
Yeah, and I mean, because we got the internet, everybody, there are some great artists out there. I mean, I can't think of some off the top of my head, but you got to dig. That's crazy. You got to dig to find them.
That's the
problem. Yes. So my thing is, again, like, for example, Hopsin. Shout out to Hopsin. Hopsin never really made it to mainstream. I think he wanted to at one point, but then I kind of think he backed off. But Ill Mind is some of the most like thought-provoking music that I've ever heard.
Hopsin, the light-skinned dude that wore the color, always had the eye color.
Well, yeah, he's like brown skin, but
but
he had the white contacts.
The
he don't do it no more, but yeah, he did. He used to wear the white contacts. You're right. He used to dog rappers out. But my thing is that, and again, this is not hating on Kendrick. It's just that I think Kendrick Lamar is extremely talented. I just feel like the talent pool, is lacking. Here's the thing, and to Kendrick's credit, he's called this shit out. This is why he was calling niggas out in his songs, because he wants to be able to go at somebody. And he's like foaming at the mouth because he's having a brain drain because nobody can rap. And he's looking around, foaming at the mouth, like, hey, who's gonna go up? Who can I go and test my skills? Because he wants to push his skills, he wants to test his skills, and he can't do that. So he's looking around, and the biggest person out there is not really even a rapper. It's Drake. So that's why when
he's just a guy in the wrong era. He was born wrong. He should have been born in the time of Lil Wayne, Eminem. He would have had competition.
Jay-Z,
Jay-Z.
3 Stacks,
he would have had that competition then, but he a baby.
I mean, I remember when I first saw Kendrick when he was on the Eminem CD. He was rapping with Eminem. I think Eminem signed him first, if I remember correctly.
No, Eminem didn't sign Kendrick.
Wait, I thought he was signed to Eminem's label before.
No, he was signed Top Dog. He was signed Top Dog for a while.
He was on a couple of tracks with him, right?
Yeah, he was on some songs with M, but he was never signed to him.
So even like Lupe Fiasco too. I like Lupe, you know.
Yeah, Lupe's one of my favorites.
Yeah, but Lupe went out kicking and screaming as well. Like Lupe? He was. Yeah, you know what happened to him? He went on Fox News and was going at it with not Bill Mather, but what's his name? Oh my goodness, the guy that says we'll do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Bill O'Reilly. You know, he was going at it with Bill O'Reilly, and ever since then, you know, I heard he had like a mental breakdown over his like his CD, because even though I loved lasers, he hated lasers from my
he hated lasers.
Yeah.
But no, with Lupe, a lot of people, I don't know, maybe I think it's because I'm an artist and I know about the industry.
Yeah.
Like what happened with Lupe is the same thing what happens to lots of artists. Like when they go independent, when they leave their labels, they lose all of that push. So it's like it's essentially like they fall off the end of the earth, you know, because to the public eye, they're like, whoa, who's this person that was used to be in our face 24/7? Now they're gone. They're stripped from the radios. They're stripped because all that stuff is gatekeep, you know? So if you're not behind the labels, unless you got a super massively popular song where it's getting requested and they can't ignore it, which is rare, because a lot of these songs, these viral hits that people see pop up on there, is hundreds of thousands of dollars are put behind those songs. They're not just magically just viral and so good. You know, like whole teams are put behind those things and make it look organic, but it's not. You know, but he just fell off because he lost his label push. So he was independent, because he released a few projects after that. And I mean, I liked them.
Oh, wow. So he really did go out kicking and screaming into the void, because I didn't realize that. So, I mean, I'm just saying, you know, no disrespect. You know, I like Lupe. I'm just like, when you said that he put out like, you know, some albums afterwards, I haven't heard shit since Lasers. So I like literally kicking and screaming into the void. But here's my thing. Like, you got labels that are pushing people, like, you know, Lizzo sold 500 records or 5,000 records, you know, like that's abysmal. Lizzo, okay, with like Lizzo's extremely popular as far as what we're told we're meant to believe. Same thing with what's the girl, the light skinned girl that's always throwing her ass back all the time and twerking.
Sexy Red?
No, not sexy. She's dark skinned, light skinned. Ice Spice, yes. She had to release the record. Her record was trash as well. I mean, didn't sell anything, and it's being pushed by these major labels. These major labels don't.
Immediately when Ice Spice opened her mouth to rap, that she couldn't do. Nobody was gonna buy that.
So they Ice Spice, I think first, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think like Ice Spice first CD did well, and I think it was because, you know, it was the sound. You know, she has some good producers behind her. You know, and the thing about, and this is what I let me say this, Chad, and Aisha, you tell me what you think about this.
What I got to.
When I look at how some people worship celebrities, I have this feeling that we live in a simulation. And what I mean by that is that some people, like the way some people's minds process reality when it comes to like obsessing over like celebrities. Like, the reason I'm bringing this up, because people, like, even though Ice Spice is not that good, she's really, and I say this lovingly, she's really not that talented when it comes to rapping. She's just not. And when you comparing her to other big rappers, even female rappers, she's not that talented. Okay. So, but people, like, she has fans that will literally slit people's throats over her. Okay. You got guys that are just watching her. They're obsessed with her because they think her ass is fat.
She's
Okay.
not fat anymore though. She lost it.
Well, I heard she gained it back allegedly
Oh,
because she was losing fandom because she had took some what was the allegedly it was a weight loss drug, and she may took that and because I guess people, because when you get listen, let me say this is going to be a little contentious, Aisha, so help me out here. So as you start making more money, as you start getting higher and higher when it comes to like that social echelon of fame, you know, um, uh, you start to get pressure about your weight. Ask Lizzo. Lizzo was supposed to be extremely popular, and she always talked about how incredible it was to be fat, and she loved being fat and everything else like that, and so forth. And fat was life. And now she's lost all this weight, and I'm like, why? I thought fat was life. I thought that's what you wanted to be. I thought you didn't care about your weight. You love eating cinnamon toast crunch
no,
like for
that shit was
breakfast,
coke.
lunch, and dinner. Yeah, exactly. So
Copium.
absolutely. So my point is that even with Ice Spice, the higher she got, higher, in the echelon she got, people probably start saying that, hey, and maybe and again, there was rumors around that she was like her and Tobey Maguire were dating, right? And, respect to the white boys, those are my Caucasian brethren always. And, they, like their women a little, little on the thinner side, and all that weight back there, she dragging a wagon sometimes, and sometimes they're not the fans of the wagon dragging. If you get my drift. So I mean, there's a lot of brothers that do like it. Which again, you see niggas, they'll be, watching her videos, drooling and daydreaming and all kind of craziness, and they'll go off and they'll, sit back and, do obscene things to their body just so they can while they're thinking of, Ice Spice. It's wild work. Aisha, what are your thoughts on my soliloquy there?
Niggas be going.
No, I'm just ignoring him.
What did I
Half
say?
of the stuff. Half of the stuff. Now, are you asking me about weight loss and
No, like
about
how,
that?
I'm asking you, like, how do you like feel about? Am I jumping out the window when I say like the higher you get up into the fame echelon and being around certain groups of people, um, uh, your weight starts to be play in effect. Like is it true that our Caucasian brethren like prefer women of a smaller caliber? They don't like the gluteus maximus to be as voluptuous as our
I
you
mean,
know
that just depends. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, I feel like also she could have lost that weight due to the fact of health wise. I mean, y'all boys, in the world want to get on to women about breast reduction and reducing their butts and all this stuff, but y'all don't understand that pain that goes to the body with that.
What
Y'all don't.
self-respecting black men have ever told a girl to lose her breast and her ass?
I
That's
was
my
gonna
When?
I was
point.
gonna ask the same question.
No,
I was gonna
no,
say, who are you
no.
talking to?
I'm saying no. I'm saying that's the point. Y'all get upset when a girl gets the breast reduction and all that stuff, but y'all don't understand the pain with it. Y'all just thinking, she did that to go be with the white person. Maybe it was causing back problems. These things really do make women suffer.
I
It
know.
strains on our backs. It strains on our bodies.
Mm.
And a lot of y'all times are thinking, oh, it's because she's dating this white person or they were saying this or that. No, maybe it's healthy, and then now y'all all in y'all feelings, and maybe
Mm.
that is why Ice Spice lost it. We don't know. But
So,
y'all don't think about the women's body. Y'all just think about y'all pleasure, what
oh,
y'all like to see as
okay,
men. Y'all don't think about, is that woman is carrying
a
triple
wagon.
G's breast
Hmm.
and it is hurting her. She's slouching all the time. She has to go get bras specifically made because they don't even come with that size. It's hard to find those sizes.
Okay. I heard everything you just said, and I'm picking up what you're putting down. But you got to explain this to me, Aisha. These
Mm-hmm.
women are doing this to themselves. Like again, most of these girls
Yes,
are
yes.
not born with these types of
No,
bodies. They're
no,
doing this to themselves.
no, I agree. I agree. Some of them are doing. I don't know Ice Spice like that. I don't want to sit there because some women are naturally that
Hmm.
massive.
Yeah.
They are. They. You're like, good Lord. I see them sometimes even walking in the city, and I'm like, whoo. I do not envy that. I don't want all that because I know
Hmm.
that's a struggle to find clothes. But yes, to the ones that do it to themselves, I lack sympathy. I don't have sympathy for them or the fact that they sit there and complain about how the men objectify them. You objectified yourself by even going that big.
Yep, yep.
Be
I
happy
agree.
with what you have. You were created. You unfortunately you might have been a sister that wasn't blessed with a lot of breasts or a whole lot of ass. You'll
And
be
listen,
all right.
and
Just be happy.
they the ones getting married. Every time I listen, all the girls that I grew up with that were built like 9-year-old boys, they're married with children.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody is going to like you for what
How,
you have.
how do you feel about that, Jericho?
Oh man, that's a lot, man. I was laughing to myself because I can't remember, and I didn't want to say it because I can't exactly remember where I saw it.
Yeah.
But when you guys were talking about it, there was somebody, I think it was on X. Somebody had said that there was a study done. I didn't look it up, but they said there's a study done saying like the larger ass that a guy likes, the lower their socioeconomic standing.
Oh shit! All these gross niggas like fat asses. Yo, y'all heard it first on Waffle and Grits. That's crazy, Aisha. How do you feel about that?
I'm minding my business.
Only broke niggas like fat asses.
What they can't afford.
But
That's crazy.
But that's why I was laughing, because I was like, it's funny because you were saying like the smaller ones, that's when they go get themselves like I'm gonna say in quotes, a white man, which mostly just means not even necessarily a white man, but when they say that, somebody who's more financially stable.
Yeah,
you know,
they can pay for that. All right, you gonna pay for it. Put yourself broke to get me one. That's okay.
Crazy. So basically, if someone is obsessed with a girl's gluteus maximus, it's because they came from poverty. And that's a very interesting thing to say, because, yo, chat, think about this. Think about your buddies, whether it was Carlton or Brad, that came from a very, very well-to-do background. When they look at girls, listen, I'll never forget when I was shooting this film and I was getting ready for a scene in the film. I think Aisha was there. The director at the time, and the producer, he brought his phone to try to get me to be aroused for the scene. And no, I'm not a porn star. I know some of y'all thinking that, but so it was the reason I bring it up, because it was the type of women that he liked, and he was showing me women that, all respect to them, all respect. They were built like 9-year-old boys. And I don't mean that in a in a negative way, because I know where y'all minds are going, but I'm saying that they're built. They were very small. I'm not saying that to say they were young, not at all. They were all above age. My point is that they looked very young. I mean, their body sizes was very small. Okay, they didn't look like they had that woman's girth, if you will. So I'm sitting back because when some of these, how should I say, some of these models that y'all see that don't look like they've eaten in days, and some of them haven't. Some of these models be starving, okay, on purpose, And I look, I'm like, that's not my bag, man. And you know what I thought after you said that? Maybe because I came from poverty, bro. Maybe because I came from poverty, I can't appreciate a girl that's built like this. Maybe I'm fucked up, bro. This is crazy. Absolute insanity.
I thought you were gonna say the pictures were like women shaped like a capital P, but
nah, yeah, I know what you mean, but it's instead of the D and you talk about the P, it's the thing about it is that it wasn't that. They were just extremely small and frail. And that really doesn't do much. I mean, I guess the faces were aesthetically pleasing, but to
like Ariana Grande,
Grande? Yeah, exactly. I don't know. And you know what? And listen, shout out to Ariana Grande, but listen, I just And I'm not trying to, throw shade. I'm just
No,
saying,
she
like,
need to eat. She need to
yeah, she
eat.
didn't always
No,
look like
okay,
this.
no, I'm not
Remember
talking
her
about the Aria
prime?
Grande now. I'm talking about
Okay.
the one before she started doing that Ozempic BS, and she looked
Yeah,
scary.
she looks like, I feel like it's almost like when I'm able to see your ribs from the back, there's a problem. There's a problem. And I'm like, and again, people in Hollywood, because they, like, when they think like skinny, they don't seem to see a problem with this, because Ariana Grande has millions of fucking dollars. She has nutritionists. She has all these people around her, right? That I'm sure are getting paid like hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, to be there. And we get what we see in Wicked. That's what we get. All this money accolades. We get what we see in Wicked, you know, and we're okay with that. But again, when our great late brother Chadwick Boseman, okay, when he was looking kind of thin out here looking crazy, everybody says, "Oh my God, what's going on with Chadwick?" And come to find out, the man had colon cancer, and he had, and shout out to my man. It's a damn disgrace he had to go out so early, but they got him up out of here, man. And we noticed this, and we didn't give that a pass, but we give that a pass. Now, here's the thing: to be clear, maybe Ariana is secretly going through something that we don't know about.
I mean,
So
I
I'm
don't think a
being
lot of
delicate
people are
with my
giving her a
words. You know what
pass.
I'm
A lot
saying?
of people are worried about that girl, either thinking
Mm.
she's bulimic, anorexic, and they thinking the same thing. There's something wrong with them. The world isn't giving her pass. Maybe Hollywood is, but not the fans. The
Yeah,
fans are
that's
just as
I agree.
worried
Yeah, they're
about
worried.
her. We're all
Mm.
worried about her. Like, girl, eat. What are y'all? You look. It looks bad. She hurt. It hurts to look at her.
Yeah. This, like, that intrinsic natural human, like, as when we're looking at a fellow human, we see that, like, it's setting off alarm bells. Like, biologically, there's something. I mean, just like when we looked at Lizzo back in the day, respect to Lizzo. I'm not trying to fat shame nobody. I'm not doing that. I'm saying that there is a level of unhealthiness, and even Lizzo recognized this, which is why she's losing weight, which is why and again, the fact that, although, and shout out to my heavyweights, okay? Shout out to y'all, ladies. Y'all do your damn thing. But I know y'all are. I know. Let me say this. I'm gonna give the mic up real quick.
Okay, let's do this.
I know that the day that Lizzo decided to lose weight was the worst day of some of you bitches' lives. Wait, let me chill out. Let me calm. That's crazy. Let me
Chat,
relax.
just give me the name, and I'll hit the mute button on him.
I mean, but he's not wrong
That
though.
don't mean nothing.
He's-
That don't mean nothing. I can mute him. He
I
been
know
itching to
some
be
people.
muted for a while.
I know some people screamed when they saw that shit. There are
I'm
some
trying to
fans in
tell
the
you.
world that screamed when they saw how
I'm
small
trying to
she got.
tell you. They
Because
listen. They
that was
ripped.
their reason. That was their
Mm-hmm.
reason for being big. They could
Mm-hmm.
do that because Lizzo did it, and Lizzo got
Mm-hmm.
big. Lizzo was famous, so when she
Mm-hmm.
did it, and that was okay. Same happened with Adele.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Adele
that's
was
right.
Adele was like for white people. They were really excited, that they had some representation for the what's the word that we like to use
Pleasantly plump.
there yeah, we'll say pleasantly plump
Oh
community.
Lord.
They were happy to get
Guys, come
representation.
on.
Oh no, I was yawning. My bad.
Oh, okay, my bad.
But but then when Adele started losing weight, people got heated at her because they lost their excuse.
Mm.
Same with
Worst day of
Lizzo.
their
Lizzo
life,
was for the
man.
black community though, and they were screaming.
I know,
Maybe
and
so. Maybe so. I wasn't paying attention until I really wasn't.
you saw. Listen, yeah, and actually, could you check this for me? And
Uh
because I don't want to be wrong, because you keep telling me I'm wrong, and the reason I'm asking this, like, because I want to be correct here, because if memory serves, when Ice Spice lost all that weight, I heard her Instagram follower count like dropped dramatically. I heard she lost tons of fans when she showed her new body, and allegedly her booty was gone. It wasn't jiggling when she was wiggling. Like, people, they just shut it. Like they said, nah, fuck this. They just laughed. You
Well,
know, and
that
they and
that doesn't sound like a surprise. As soon as people change up on somebody, they lose followers immediately. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was true or true at all. That she lost a lot of men
mm,
on their accounts.
I mean, last time I checked, they were saying, no, let me relax, let me relax.
Yeah, just
But
hush.
anyways, listen, Jericho and I apologize. It's just that, like when I'm thinking about these things, because again, you're in the music industry, man, and you got a little bit more insight than the rest of us. And like, okay, let me ask you this. Is it true? I'm gonna get a little conspiratorial here. I'm gonna put my little tinfoil hat on. Forgive me, Aisha. Do you think it's true that like the people say in order for you to really get big, you gotta do some things that you might not want to do in order to kind of cross that bridge if you're picking up what I'm putting down.
See it. You asked me, do I think that's true?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, I do.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, I do.
I remember
Um,
T-Pain talking about something like that. That's why I brought
I
it up.
mean, everybody who knows talks about it to a certain extent, but nobody talks about it as much as the fans would like, because
Hmm.
they don't want to close doors for themselves, because that's how they feed their families. So you can't just be out here exposing people, and thinking that you're still going to be able to sell
Hmm.
out shows and keep your music on streaming and keep
Hmm.
your social media and stuff going. It's
Hmm.
like it's something that it's the elephant in the room, but everybody ignores it because you can't talk about it if you want to keep staying in there and making money.
Mm. Yep, yep. And when I remember, and Aisha is aware of a little bit of this. I remember when I went to California for the film convention and things like that, and I was getting to do a meet and greet. I was meeting with people from Netflix and some of these other big time production companies, and I remember going to the it was they called it, oh, what did they call it? It was a gathering. It was like a networking aspect of the event, and I just remember how weird some people were, you know,
Hmm.
and it wasn't even in like a, like, let me say this, because I didn't get to the position to where there was going to be some, you know I'll do something strange for a little change. It was just more like, and this is going to sound cliche saying this, that like some of these people just seem soulless, bro. Like they like you look them in the eyes and there's nothing behind that shell, bro. Like they're like NPCs just going through the motions. Like it was a weird feeling speaking to some of these people, because it was almost like, what can you do for me? I'm trying to feed off your essence to get to where I want to be. And that's when the bigger question comes into what I think about fame. Like, do you really want to be famous?
Is
You
it
know,
worth it?
is it worth being famous? What are you willing to give up? You know, and again, everybody seems like they want to be famous. Especially when I'm they do surveys. Asking kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? They want to be like, I want to be Kai Cenat. I
Yeah,
want to be I Show Speed.
nobody wants to work anymore. It's all
Yeah.
streamers. Everybody wants to be an influencer. Everybody wants to be a streamer. You know,
Mhm.
um, it's the days of I want to be a doctor and a lawyer are gone.
Yeah. I want to be an
Nobody wants to do any
astronaut.
of that stuff no more, and everybody just wants to be a streamer. I mean, and when I was in school, everybody wanted to be a rapper. Or, that rap was really big at that time, so everybody wanted to be a rapper. So I mean, I get it, but fame. I mean, it has its ups and it has its downs. Like what it is exactly, unless you're there, you'll never know.
Hmm.
And even you can be right in the middle of it and never see it, because
Hmm.
there was a Breakfast Club interview, uh, God, over a decade ago, that Yo Gotti did, and he
Too
said,
much Bacardi. Wait, Yo Gotti, too much Bacardi in his body? That Yo Gotti?
Did he have a song like that? I have no clue.
Oh no, my bad. Okay, my bad.
Ain't
Go ahead,
nobody
continue.
listening to no Yo Gotti.
But he basically said that if you have there's a ceiling, And if you're in the industry, you can only go so high. And some people are okay living below that ceiling because I mean you can still be a millionaire, you know, you can still be a multimillionaire. But the people who want more, you know, they just say like there's a reason why you see like in films and stuff, only certain people are constantly getting booked for these things, even if it doesn't make sense. But they're getting booked, you know, because those people are the people that said yes and got higher on the ceiling. I was like, dude, you can make a nice life for yourself. Like I I I know people in LA who are in the industry who make money, who make good money, just doing behind the scenes stuff, you know. And I mean, they're in the industry, but they're not on the TV screen and they're not on the what you call, you know. So you can be big, but do you want the fame? The fame is what comes to the price.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just, I don't mean to go off track here. I just got to say this. First of all, let me just there's some disrespect
Uh-oh.
being, thrown around in the chat here. There's some character assassinations going on here that I have to address. And I'm not going to stand for it. Even if I, adore her, I'm not going to stand for it. Okay. Um, Ruby is saying some obscene things. She came out here and said that Eminem sucks, by the way. And I gotta go 10 toes. I gotta put my foot down.
When did
Who
she say
said such
this?
blaspheme things?
When did she say that?
Yeah, she texts me, so she's listening. She's listening to the show. So
Ruby, coming on down, girl. Coming on down. Don't get double back slapped. Don't get on that. You gonna put some respect on Eminem now, don't you? You better chill out.
tell her.
You better chill.
What was
Chill,
that
baby.
what was that trash ass game that she liked to play, the
Roblox.
was it Roblox?
Yeah, she like that Roblox and Minecraft.
Yeah.
And she had the nerve to talk about Eminem playing them kitty games.
How dare she?
Girl, I don't know if
How
you want to
dare
come
she?
back when you come back in August now. I told you, House of Black don't forget. House of Black does not forget. Oh, wait till we tell
Okay.
Hamster.
No, we ain't past that. We ain't past that. Nothing, Rube. Nothing.
Nah, I ain't
Oh, we
past
past
nothing.
that. Craziness.
You should know better than to say blasphemous things like
She
that.
knows better. She be trying to get my blood pressure up. That's what she be trying to do. Anyways, but yeah, I just like, even when me and Aisha and even Rube, when we're discussing, like blowing up and getting successful, and I mean, I they better leave your games alone. She said, "I'm gonna leave her games alone."
No, absolutely not.
Shit, but when we talk about the fame thing, it's like, I don't want the fame. I take the money. I don't want the fame though, man. I want to. This is why we have the avatars, and I don't want to say this because I don't want to people like, oh, we got to figure out who they are. But I don't care to be famous, guys. I do not care for to be famous at all. That's not what I'm trying to achieve here. I just like talking, man. I like having, y'all can see this. I like having conversations. I like talking and having conversations and things like that. And maybe you guys want to enjoy and join in and have a conversation with me. I like talking to people.
Here's the thing, though, bro. Here's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. You can't choose.
Mm.
You can't choose whether you want the fame or you want the money,
Mm.
Because the thing is, a lot of famous people are broke,
Yeah, that's true.
and
That's
so
true.
it's like they blow up, but they might have
That's
blown
a
up
quiet
and
secret. That's a quiet
not.
kept secret. Yeah.
It is. It is. A lot of them are really broke. So that's why you can't really choose which one you get. You just throw yourself out there, and sometimes you get the third option, and you just go unknown. But you could blow up and not make any money, or you can make all the money and kind of keep a niche audience and eat good and not have to
I
be in the public eye.
Yeah. I don't understand how some of these people be having like 300K followers, and they're living out of back of Max trucks, and
Because they're
like
overspending. They spent,
mm,
spent, spent. They got that check immediately. Forgot that they have to pay that stuff back, especially if they get an advance, especially in the
mm,
music industry. Spend, spend, spend. Your music wasn't that great, but you still spent, spent, and now you ain't got nothing.
Well, for music industry, a lot of that stuff, let's say that they give you $1 million deal. You know, in that in that money that they give you, which is just a loan, they do it is budgeted in there that some of that money has to go towards lifestyle, because you can't, as much as people want to say, "Oh, if I was a rapper, I got my bonus, I got my $1 million," I just, let's say, work for my home studio, and it's like, no, you have to go in the big name studios. You have to have your chains. You got to have your Bugattis, because they're selling the lifestyle as well. Because they
mm,
don't want to give you $1 million and then you just go sit back in your house and make stuff from your living room and just take their money. Even though you would still sell music and stuff, it's not going to make people want to be famous. What makes people want to be famous is when you're driving in the big cars and you got lines of people behind you and you got security
hmm
behind you and you're on stage. Like, it's the lifestyle that they're selling. So for a lot of those advances, it's worked in there that they have to buy jewelry, they have to stay into this certain place, and they have to do this
wow,
kind of
okay.
stuff, like, because you have to keep up the lifestyle. So not
Yeah, they
all of
all
it,
go
but there
broke.
is
They
part
all go.
allocated to it. It's all
Yeah.
an illusion, man.
That's what
And
I'm saying. They all go broke trying to keep the lifestyle, the
hmm
mansions, the cars, the jewelry, and then you got your nerve to be spending all that and buying fake jewelry at all that too.
I mean,
But he
fake
just he
jewelry is actually the smart thing, though.
No,
but
but they're
he
thinking.
just
But I'm talking about they're thinking it's real.
Oh
You see all
yeah.
that controversy with them that
but
they're
he
thinking it's real. They're spending 300,000 on jewelry, and they thought it was real, and it's really fake.
well, he just said that it's part of the contract, so they might even want to do that, but they have no choice because it's in the contract. So they
Not
got
to
to go
spend.
out there and spend money on some of this bullshit.
No, but I'm no. I was saying they're doing that, but unfortunately, because they don't know any better, they're going to a jeweler that's playing them, and that jeweler sold them fake jewelry at real cost. Yeah, I've
Now
seen
that does
plenty of
happen with some
videos.
people.
Yeah, I'm saying there's plenty of documentaries on that. Happened to one of the rappers. I think Little Uzi Vert or somebody like that. They
Little
got sold.
Uzi Vert. Is
They
that the
got
one that
sold
got
fake
killed in his
jewelry.
Lamborghini?
No, that's you talking about
Okay,
XXX
let
Tentacion.
me put the mute.
Oh, okay.
Where's the mute? Let me
Oh, my
mute him.
bad.
Mute him. Just sit in timeout for a second.
Hey
Are you
man,
gonna come back and
don't.
chill?
Hey man, hey man, don't be muting the host like that.
I will mute you
I'll tear
again.
this, I'll tear this bitch down. Don't play with me.
Over here, and did he pass away? You just be putting death on these people.
What you mean? I thought it was the guy that got killed in the Lamborghini. That's what I thought it was. Nigga can't make mistakes around here no more, huh?
You
But
mistake
anyways,
multiple
look,
times.
I'm gonna say this. I, when it comes to, like I said earlier, I don't. Like you said. Now you said, Jericho, you might not have a choice, in the matter, but I look at some of these individuals' lives, like they can't go anywhere without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, on fucking security and protection, because these people out here are lunatics, and you can't go to the grocery store, you can't go to the bar and hang out with your friends. You have to do everything from your house. So this is probably why the guys buy these gigantic houses, so they can have all those things like movie theaters, bars, and everything else in their house, so they don't have to go out, because they can't go out. So I don't know, man. I don't know if that's the lifestyle that I mean, I don't know. I know that's not the lifestyle that I want. I want my freedom. I don't want to be a prisoner, if that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, essentially that's what you become. You become a
Hmm
prisoner to fame when you just can't even go out and stuff. Like, I mean, we were talking about earlier. I was telling you the story about the guy who saw Kai Cenat in a in a sushi restaurant or some kind of place, and he said
Mm-hmm.
he looked super nervous, looking over his
Mm-hmm.
shoulder and stuff, and had his hoodie on and was trying to hide. Like, I'm like, that's not the life you would want to live, man. Just going out to where you can't even go do something so simple,
Mm-hmm.
like just go sit down and enjoy sushi. But I mean, to certain things you got to sacrifice, but is it worth it? I mean, you're touching all these lives, and you're making people happy. And I recently went to VidCon, and streamers are the new celebrities, and celebrities are really kind of going crazy about this because gone are the days when you could be this super celebrity who's like untouchable by everybody. Now celebrities are made in their living room in front of their webcams, and
Mm-hmm.
these people are just regular kids that got an audience and blew up. And a lot of these big streamers were just walking around at the con and shaking hands, laughing, chopping it up with people. And I got to meet some cool people, and I got to watch like the interactions between certain. I didn't know all the streamers and stuff, but I was seeing by the way these kids were reacting, and then I would see them, and then I would look the person up, and this person's got like 5 million, 10 million followers and stuff. He's walking, just walking around, like, laughing and chopping it up with people and stuff. And things. I was like, but when I was younger, growing up, celebrities were surrounded by security. You would never just catch a celebrity just walking around in a convention talking to people like that. Like
Mm.
nowadays it's kind of changed. And I just thought that was a crazy dynamic, like a shift. Of course, you had the people who were so big they had to be like armed up security and shit. But a lot of the other big people, they were still kind of like grounded and chilling. That was
So
a fun contrast.
let me ask you this. I talked about this in our last podcast. Who do you think's bigger? Do you think um um Kai Cenat or IShowSpeed, Speed, or do you think Zendaya um or Tom Holland? Who do you think is bigger? Like, who do you think would be able to? Oh, what was my question? It was Drewski or Kai Cenat or something like that.
Who's bigger?
And who would draw a bigger crowd?
Um,
Drewski, Kai Cenat, or Zendaya or Tom Holland.
I Show Speed. You mentioned him.
Yeah. Hmm.
I say I Show Speed.
See, that's interesting because again, these are multi-million-dollar actors, right?
These are multi-million-dollar actors in America. I
Hmm.
mean, they got movies that touch, but Speed is worldwide. I mean, that's what you said. Kai is big, but Kai is big in America. I Show Speed is big in third world countries. Like, he's big everywhere. I mean, he
Hmm.
goes anywhere and draws a huge crowd. Like, I mean, Kai and Drewski, and like they'll all draw crowds in America, and maybe like if you go to like the UK or something,
I'm
But
talking
I
about in
mean,
compared to. I'm talking about the streamers like IShowSpeed, Drewski,
I Show
and
Speed's the biggest.
yeah, he's the biggest. Yeah, so compare let them to like actors, like let's say a Chris Hemsworth
Okay,
or a Zendaya. Who do you think's going to draw like mainstream actors compared to streamers? Who do you think draws the bigger crowds?
uh, streamers, I'd say,
Streamers? That's crazy.
because let's say you had Brad Pitt going to Times Square,
Hmm.
you'll have a lot of the older people, and you'll maybe have a couple of teenagers. But if
Yeah.
you put I Show Speed in Times Square, you got all ages.
Mm,
You got down to the little kids, up to the
mm,
old people. Even if you got the old people going to go see like who is everybody looking at, but you're still
mm.
gonna draw. You're still gonna draw a crowd.
All
Um,
right.
yeah, so I definitely say I Show Speed. He's definitely the biggest.
Interesting. Interesting. Listen, man. Listen. This has been a great podcast, guys. We're gonna listen, Jericho. Can we bring you back, man? Would you mind coming back?
Oh yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to. Next time I come back, I'd like to go into more detail about a project I'm going to be releasing. I
Ooh,
don't want to give
yeah.
too much detail yet, but I got some features on there that are gonna be pretty big names. So
Oh, okay,
Okay,
okay.
okay, a little something,
Well,
something.
yeah, we'll love to hear that, man. We'll definitely bring you back, man. But
Get a little
listen, we're gonna go
snippet,
ahead.
maybe.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you got, I mean, are you able to release anything yet, or you want to wait?
um I can actually next time I come on, I'll actually play some snippets and stuff. I could definitely do that.
Okay.
Right now I don't have it on me,
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
but yeah, I got a feature from Papoose on my tape, and I got a
Copy
feature from
that.
Currency on my tape, and
Oh, wait a minute.
yeah,
See, some of these youngins won't know who that is.
they
That's
don't,
okay.
bro. They don't know who any of them are, man.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
even to your fans, I'm gonna throw this out, because I'm going back and forth on it, but I actually have a song with an unreleased Drake verse, and
Ooh. Yeah, you should hold held. Ooh, you heard it here first. You heard it
uh,
here first
well,
on
let me take
Waffle
that
and
back.
Grit.
It's not a verse, it's a hook, but it's unreleased, and I can't put it on streaming services, so it's only gonna be on for purchase. So
Oh,
can't
okay,
put it on
okay,
streaming services.
okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Put it
That's
for
So
free.
if
great.
people want to hear that, they gotta cop it. You know.
I don't mind. I like me some
Mm,
Drake.
yes,
I'll spend the
indeedy.
money for you, Jericho.
See, there you go.
I
Yeah,
spend the money.
man. Yeah, we support. Yo, chat support.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Go out and support Jericho. All right. Listen, guys, thank you so much for coming out. This has been a great podcast. They're always good, but this has been a great podcast. I love the special guests. We need to do this more often. Guys, thank you so much, for coming out and taking the time to speak with us with our banter. Um, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this podcast up. I'm gonna go ahead and let Aisha take us on out.
All right. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to us.
We'll see you next time. Until next time,
Until
Until
next
next
time.
time.
peace.
Peace.